Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Fashion Doll Dreamer. We are unboxing Tuesday Tailor Beauty Queen today. But first, let's look at the rest of my Tuesday Tailor collection, shall we? So here is my quite small but quite interesting, I think, Tuesday Tailor collection there. They're all housed in the convertible summer-winter vacation home that I think came out around 1977. It's converted here at the moment into the ski chalet, even though it looks quite beachy there, because the ski chalet is like double story as opposed to the single story beach house. Let's have a quick look at everyone there. I might add that the vacation home's actually quite flimsy. I mean, you just brush against it, it all falls apart, so you've got to be very careful. They're not really sturdy structures there, but they're quite impressive, as you can see. It was convertible. Let's look at the top floor there. You've got Suntan Tuesday Tailor, which was probably the most elaborate out of the Tuesday Tailor dolls that were released, because she could actually get a suntan in the sun. Her vinyl was made with the same polychromatic substance that was used in tinted sunglasses there, that tinted in the sun there. And then, you put her back in, back inside, and she gets kind of pale again. She's not really pale to begin with anyway, but it's a lovely golden brown tan. So let's have a closer look at her, because she's wearing her original outfit and some pretty cool 70s sunglasses there. And there she is close up. As you can see, she's got her brunette side of her twistable scalp there. So she's got her brunette hair, but you can switch her to blonde and back again. And that was the big feature of these dolls, by Ideal, I should say. Ideal was a great toy company, been around since the beginning of the 20th century. Actually came up with, the teddy bear after Theodore Roosevelt, but their dolls in the 70s were really good quality. So she had a lot of great features. She's got rooted eyelashes and that twistable scalp, and dig her sunglasses. Actually, I should show that a bit more. Aren't they groovy? You can actually move them. I'll see if I can try and do that here. Yeah, oops. There we go. Wow, they're statement sunglasses if I've ever seen some before. And there you've got Eric, her boyfriend, big hulking brute that he is. He also suntans in the sun. Gets a suntan. Very 70s, they didn't care about, melanoma or anything back then, or skin cancer, I guess. I was a kid in the 70s. I remember everyone used to fry themselves in the sun. So it was a very 70s thing to do. Then he's stolen Ken's caftan. I think that's from like 1979, 1980. His hooded caftan, which I thought went really well with his swimsuit. And Hawaiian Ken's beads there. It's the only Ken item, actually, that caftan that he can fit into. He's a big hulking bloke there. Tuesday likes them beefy, I guess. Hunky and chunky, I should say. And there's, of course, every fashion doll needs to have their little sister. Barbie has Skipper. And so Tuesday Tailor has Dodie. She's suntans as well in the sun. That's her original top, but she's borrowed Skipper's denim shorts with the frayed hem, which I thought were quite funky and very 70s there. She was actually a character from the 60s, the early 60s, and was a friend of Tammy's little sister Pepper. Pretty much the same face mold. And the same body mold, but the arms are different, and of course, different hair, different facial screening, just to reflect the 70s there. But I have Dodie, so I should show her later on. But yeah, this was the latest 70s incarnation there of Dodie. Unfortunately, Eric and Dodie didn't come with any fashions, which I thought was quite weird, but at least Dodie can wear Skipper's clothes, which is good. Eric can't wear anything really, unless except for his original brown turtleneck and flares, which you'll see on the first issue when we get downstairs there. And of course, that is Taylor Jones, the fabulous Taylor Jones, a collective favourite, the African-American version of Tuesday Tailor there. And she came out around 1975-76 with the first issue Tuesday Tailor there. And her hair changes from that lovely dark raven shade to an auburn colour, very bright auburn colour, which you'll see downstairs because I have another one there. And isn't that top floor groovy? I love her little lounge chair there. That converts to a bed, actually. And then we go downstairs. And there's the first issue Eric and the first issue Tuesday Taylor. Again, they came out around 1975, 76. She's got her blonde side of her twistable scalp there. And there's Eric in his original outfit, that brown turtleneck and those brown flared trousers. And then you have another Taylor Jones I was lucky to get from a friend. And she's showing the auburn side of her scalp, the auburn head side of her scalp there. And she's wearing an original Tuesday Taylor outfit. So is Tuesday Taylor there, one of my favourites with that logo t-shirt. And there's a doll that was actually an Australian exclusive by Ideal that was only available in 1978. She was called Beautiful Chrissy and Her Skating Rink. Because Ideal had a doll they released in the States called Dorothy Hamill, and see my friend Dean Reen's video on her. They didn't think that she was very well known in Australia at the time, even though she was an Olympic star. So they modelled this girl on the very successful growing hair Chrissy that was around in the late 60s and early 70s, and it was a huge hit in Australia. So you can see she's got the same very long, luxuriant auburn hair that Chrissy had, though this does not grow like the original Chrissy had there. And she was more of a preteen or a, 12, 13-year-old, I guess, and she was 18 inches tall, I think, or 16 inches tall, I can't remember. So she was quite different, but, a similar character there. And she's also wearing one of my favourite outfits that was from the Tuesday Taylor range there. It was one of her budget ranges, but it's a very cool outfit, as you can see, that mint green jumpsuit, which goes with her hair so well. And then we have one of the final dolls in the Tuesday Taylor series. She was released in 1978, and this was the supermodel Tuesday Taylor that came with a walk and step stand, I guess it was called, or the stepper, fashion stepper, I think it was called. I'm horrible with remembering anything today, please excuse me. That would make her walk. She was similar to the Walk Lively dolls there, in that she's very clicky though, if that makes sense. She's very clicky, and it's very sort of harsh type of walk there. Very robotic actually, not as smooth or as gliding as the Walk Lively girls though. She came in an African-American version that was also called Tuesday Taylor, not Taylor Jones, that I would kill to have. So would everyone else, hence she's very expensive. And she's wearing a Barbie Best Buy, I think, from the late 70s there. And she's also stolen Darcy, who was just another great doll in the late 70s from Kenner, I believe. She stole her bracelets, as you can see there. So she's borrowed from everyone there. So that's the bottom floor. And in the background, you'll see a little ski scene, and I think I've got some dusties in the back, but I won't go there today because it's not about them. So that is my little collection there. I'm very wobbly with the camera, sorry about that. Let's have a look at some of the ads that introduced Tuesday Taylor to the public, and keep an eye out for a very young Brooke Shields.
Don't you like Tuesday Taylor? You can turn her hair from dark to light. Pose her standing, pose her sitting, and change her outfit, she looks right. Tuesday is today, she's a doll, it's now in most every way. Tuesday is today.
Tuesday Taylor, the poseable fashion doll with hair you can change from blonde to brunette and back again by Ideal. Here's Tuesday Taylor's penthouse apartment deluxe set with a view you can change from day to night.
Oh, Tuesday, doesn't the city look beautiful tonight?
The penthouse can be used with any 12-inch doll. You can help Tuesday set out the play refreshments, adjust the furniture, the play stereo, and then greet her friend Eric.
Hi, Eric. How do you like my penthouse apartment?
Tuesday is today.
Tuesday Taylor's penthouse apartment deluxe set, assembly required. Penthouse and each doll also sold separately by Ideal.
Don't you like Tuesday Taylor? Don't you like the penthouse where she lives?
Here's the sun deck of Tuesday Taylor's penthouse apartment. Assembly required. It can be used with any 12-inch fashion doll. You can see Tuesday at her dressing room mirror and change your hair color for the evening. You can even change the penthouse view from day to night.
Tuesday is today.
Tuesday Taylor's penthouse apartment comes with everything here. Tuesday doll sold separately by Ideal.
Tuesday is today.
These two friends are modeling their own Tuesday Taylor convertible outfits. Here's a sporty tennis outfit. It converts to a pretty dress. Her friend is dressed Tuesday in a two-piece knit that converts to a lovely lounge outfit. A final touch from brunette to blonde.
Tuesday is today.
Tuesday Taylor convertible outfits are each sold separately. Each doll also sold separately by Ideal.
So let's take a closer look at Tuesday Taylor Beauty Queen. As I said, she came out in, she's trademarked, the box is trademarked 1977 there. So she was a little later than the first issue ones there. See her fabulous Beauty Queen swimsuit. Of course, back then they all had a swimsuit contest, which I think they don't have anymore now because times have changed. But hey, that's another story. She doesn't have the twistable scalp, as you can see there. So she just has like a very flippy medium length hairstyle, which is quite cool. It's got these streaks, you'll see it later. I love the illustration on the box there. On the front. Let's take a look at the back of the box. And there's a closer look there. Radiant golden hair that can be combed and styled. Prize-winning swimsuit that captured the crown. It's funny she didn't come with a crown, that would have been good, or a sash or something like that. Beauty Queen Royal Stage was actually like a little metal disc, but anyway. And stand and pose shoes, which are really cool with those wedge heels there. And Tuesday did not come with any footwear really. A lot of her outfits didn't come with it. She just basically had one white pair of shoes that had a very similar front straps that those ones have there. But you can get other types of shoes for her. I've found that the Mego Share shoes work brilliantly. So all the outfits that you just saw in my collection have the Share shoes there. My friend Dean Reen found some Hollywood character dolls, Marilyn Monroe and Liz Taylor, from the early 80s that have shoes that fit her because the body molds are the old Tuesday Taylor molds there, which is quite interesting. Let's see what the bottom says. Just pose Tuesday on her royal stage or on some metal surface and she will hold that pose for as long as you like because her stand and pose shoes are magic. They certainly are. And it says there, 1977, Ideal Toy Corp, Hollis, New York 11423, made in Hong Kong like a lot of fashion dolls were back then. There we go. And there's the side of the box there. Tuesday Taylor, the beauty queen who stands all by herself. Well, with the help of a metal disc, but hey, who's arguing there? And it just says Tuesday Taylor, Ideal Beauty Queen on the bottom, and I think the top's the same. Let's have a look. Yep, oh, upside down. Yeah, Tuesday Taylor, Ideal Beauty Queen. Toy company that was a big part of my life in the 70s when I was a kid. I had lots of their stuff, it was great. I had a Chrissy doll, I had lots of Ideal toys then. Great, okay, let's open her up. And because I'm doing this on my phone, I've got to open her up in stages, so I can't do it while I'm holding the phone. I haven't figured that out yet, sorry. Oh, you can see my 70s dolls there in the fashion plaza in the back there. I'll just do that very quickly. Ah, camera's going everywhere. Okay, let's have a look at her. And there she is, attached to her yellow box liner there. Let's take a look at the face. She has these wonderful streaks in her hair there. She doesn't come with the rooted eyelashes like the earlier girls did. like the first issue Tuesday Taylor and the Suntan Tuesday Taylor. She's got the painted on eyelashes. As you can see, they're quite funny, sprouting out of her eyeshadow there. Supermodel Tuesday Taylor, who came a little later in 1978, she had the same face there, and her hair was a little curlier, but it was a similar hairstyle. And as I mentioned, she doesn't have the changeable scalp there that twists around. Her arms are very different too, as you can see there. They're not posable. The original Tuesday Taylor had bendable elbows and rotating wrists there. And I don't think her knees bent either, I was reading. So she's, you know, I guess she's like more of a budget version of Tuesday Taylor there. And there's that ribbon around the swimsuit. The swimsuit's quite cool, actually. I might take the ribbon off because I like the halter neck, though. And that orange thing, you know, wear a skirt over it, a maxi skirt over it, look really cool. Let's have a look at those shoes. Aren't they groovy? Very chunky there, very 70s. But I guess they have to be just to hold her up. And I guess that's why she doesn't have bendable legs either. And you can see a bit of the metal stand there in the back with her logo. We'll see that a bit later. And I think she's only attached, let's have a look. Yeah, just with some twist ties, pretty easy. And there's the, oh, that's pretty cool, the bottom of the stand there. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's take her out. I'm so excited. Now, I had to remove the shoes to actually get her out of that little ankle holder there. But aren't they groovy? God, they're so big and chunky. So 70s. I remember women wearing massive platformy wedges like that. And you can see the metallic stand with her little beauty queen crown there and her logo, which I really love. And it's a shame she didn't come with, you know, I don't know, you know, just a sash and a crown and some flowers maybe. And, you know, tickets to a trip to Hawaii, that was part of her prize, you know, that'd be good. I'm just showing you the magnetic bottoms of those shoes. And here's that lovely girl there. You can see her hair. Let's have a look at her hair more. I love the streaks in it. Yeah, I love that sort of frosted blondes that was very 70s too. Almost like an ashy blonde, ashy silvery blonde there. And yeah, her legs don't bend. But I kind of like them actually. I usually love bendable legs, but I kind of like the sturdiness of them. And the feel of the plastic's great. It's very solid. Yeah, I like her hands too. I never got this girl because I didn't like she didn't have the posable elbows. You know, the posable arms and the twisty wrists and all that. But no, she's actually quite cool actually. Kind of like, she'll be really easy to dress too, I guess. Okay, let's put her on a stand and see if it still works. I'm sure it does, but hey, let's do it. And there she is, posing on her Royal Metal stands there with those fabulous orange wedgies. You can't really move her around too much though. She does fall off because it's not that strong of a magnetism there, I guess. But she looks great. Yeah, I'm glad I got her actually. You know, after resisting for so many years. Let's take a look at that. Almost tipped over that box, but didn't quite. See the back of the swimsuit there with that fabulous ribbon bow. Yeah, backless swimsuit, quite sexy. I'm sure she did win the pageant there. I wonder who were her competitors, but hey, we'll never know. And, you know, for all those youngins there, I mean, who think, oh God, you know, beauty pageants, what are you talking about? That's so politically incorrect. Back in the 70s when I was a kid, they were quite a huge thing. In the 60s as well. I had a primary school teacher that actually looked quite a bit like her, called Miss Clayton, 1977, who was, I think, runner-up of Miss Victoria, 1977, when she was my school teacher in grade 2. So, you know, they were, I mean, you know, she got a scholarship, I think, and she got money from it to study. So, you know, they were pretty good. You know, she loved them back then. So it reminds me, this doll reminds me a bit of her, I guess. I was really mean to her too from memory, but I was a little brat. But anyway, another story there. So I hope you enjoyed this video on Tuesday Taylor Beauty Queen. Check out my friend Dean Reen's videos. He does better videos. This is my first attempt on my own and pretty tragic, I know. But hey, hopefully we'll get better. Stick around for the ride. I'm sure it'll be interesting. Thanks a lot. Hope you like, comment, share, and subscribe there to my channel. And hope to see you again soon. Bye.